Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Kevin Lyons. He's the Monroe County Extension Agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Joanna.
Now, Kevin, every year we talk about how good of an idea it is to set goals, whether that be personal goals, farm goals, work goals. It's super important to have some direction of where you're going to go this year.
Yeah, that's always been one of my weaknesses, but it's a very important part of planning for your future, no matter what if it's your personal life or your business or your farm. We need to have some type of direction to where we want to go, something to look forward to out there, and then kind of make a plan of how we want to get there.
Absolutely. And at the university, when we teach classes about goal setting, or we teach SMART goals.
Yeah, SMART goals is a nice little acronym that helps folks remember kind of how to structure that goal and to make it something that they can really apply to their life and to their business, to their farm. It has to be a little more specific sometimes than just a general type goal, and that's the first one of that acronym. SMART is specific. You want to make it kind of simple. You want to make it easy to understand. You want to make it something that's not just a general type goal, like I want to be a better farmer. That's everybody's goal, but what specifically can you do to try to get there to be that better farmer?
One of my favorite examples of that is the husband and wife were together and they both put that they wanted a house in the next year, but the husband was talking about a hog house and the wife was talking about a house that they live in. So specific is very important.
That's a very good story. Yes, it reminds me of one that, what's the difference between a good manager and a very good manager? It's 2 weeks, about 2 weeks. An excellent manager will do stuff about 2 weeks ahead of time than just your average manager. And there's a lot of truth in that. So if you can get a specific goal about some things you might be able to do, that would really help you improve your operation. The next one on the M is measurable. It needs to be meaningful. It needs to motivate you. We often hear, you got to have a reason to get up in the morning. That is very true in these times, especially. But you want something to look forward to each day, and a goal that can motivate you will help you do that. The A is achievable. It needs to be something that you can actually attain, something that is agreeable with whoever you're working with, but it needs to be kind of more realistic than sometimes we set lofty goals, and then when we don't reach them, we're a little bit disappointed. So it needs to be something that you can actually do, something that's important to you. And they always say, shoot for the stars. You want to set that goal high enough where it makes you strive and work, but you want to be able to reach it. And if you set it too high and you fall short, sometimes that's a little disappointing. The relevant the R stands for relevant. It needs to be reasonable and realistic and results based. So you need to be able to not only know what you want to do, but you got to have some way of measuring it and know that you've actually made it there. So if you have some type of goal that's got some results, and when you hit those results that you achieved your goal, that makes that even a better type of goal to set. And the T in SMART is time. We're often bound by time, and we have limited time. So you want to have a goal that you can actually accomplish in whatever time period that you put forth, whether it's the next year, the next month. Set it where you have enough time to do it. And we all know that we're very cramped for time these days. Everybody's lives are busy. We're running in different directions, and it seems like there's just not enough time to do all that needs to be done most days. So set your goal where you have enough time to accomplish it.
Absolutely. And I think people kind of just have to figure out some of that for themselves, whether it's easier to set weekly goals or monthly goals or yearly goals. But the most important thing is to sit down, have that conversation, and give that some thought.
Absolutely. We often talk about, putting it on paper. It's not, they often say it's not a plan until you write it down and put it on something. There's a lot of truth in that.
Absolutely, because if you're like me, you might forget. So I have to write it down. But Kevin, certainly appreciate you bringing this information to us today. And if you have questions about goal setting, make sure to contact your local extension office and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching and have a great day.